I'm a father. I won't send my daughter to public school. I'm afraid. We must teach our children. We must insist that they are taught the history of these United States, unedited, unrevised, and that they begin to appreciate once more the incredible gift that America is. We must teach them about the Constitution. We must teach them what it was that brought the Constitution about. We must show them the freedoms that they have and instill in them a love of liberty. We must show them that that love of liberty must never be sacrificed. And only you and I can do these things. We have many enemies of liberty. Most of them, incidentally, are sitting in Washington today. And the enemies of liberty are doing everything they can to indoctrinate us away from American exceptionalism. They are doing everything in their power to change the mindset of this country from the American way to the Marxist way. Now, I don't care what they call it on television. They can call it socialism, they can call it Marxism, they can call it communism. With very few exceptions, if it ends in ism, it pretty much sucks. We have to remind our children how blessed they are, but more importantly, why and how they got that way. We've got to get our children off the couch. We've got to insist that they begin accepting responsibility for themselves again. We have to push the concept of personal responsibility and shame. Forget self-esteem. Self-worth comes from the satisfaction of being something, standing for something, earning something. We've got to get our children away from the idiot box and teach them that real life is lived, it is not watched. We have to remind them that on the television they're watching other people pursuing their dreams rather than pursuing their own. We have to sow in them a sense of commitment and responsibility to be something rather than to have something. A few miles from here, a newly minted lieutenant colonel took command of 400 men in a battle for their very lives. Now, as it turns out, this was a losing effort. Nevertheless, the young colonel would go on to achieve a great deal of fame. We have a lieutenant colonel in the audience today, Lieutenant Colonel Russell. I can't find you, I can't see you, I know you're out there. You are. Sir, how old are you, if you don't mind my asking?
48.
Lieutenant Colonel Russell is 48 years old. Colonel, what age were you when you received your promotion to Lieutenant Colonel?
I was 45.
45 years old, Lieutenant Colonel Russell became Lieutenant Colonel Russell. A lieutenant colonel, newly minted, named George Washington, led 400 men at Fort Necessity, not too far from here. He was 22 years old. We have a government telling you that now our children have to be protected on your insurance until they're 26. What kind of message are we sending to our kids?
Sit down, baby. Sit down.
In a way, I guess that's probably good. They're probably going to need that medical attention for all that left square, right X stuff that they're doing on the PlayStation. Our nation and the men and women who have fought and died to provide its bounties to us deserve better than this from us, from we, the people.